Do you know how to wire a electronic engagement forward drive transfer case?
No.
That one that you wired the other day with that little computer that you started working on.
I didn't actually wire it.
You didn't finish it. Do you want me to show you how not to wire it? The wrong way?
Probably the way I did it.
No, like just with like a rocker switch. The bad way. The way that if you get it wrong, it blows shit up. Should we do it that way?
That sounds exciting.
Should we do that? Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to do.
You put your transmission out? Hey.
No, you pull the transmission out. I'm doing the dodgy wiring.
The dodgy wiring.
I've actually got a proper video on how to wire them properly. That is on part of my paid instructions, because that's how they should be wired. But Rob, that I got my Hilux from, that we shall not talk about with what we're doing to that. His boys one, they go on a four-wheel drive camping trip and they blew the gearbox up, shredded third gear because it's been turbocharged, and little G boxes just shred third gear. So we put a big box in it with the electronic engagement, and now it doesn't engage four-wheel drive because it's an electronic engagement.
Cool story.
Right guys, this is the do not try this at home, because if you get it wrong, it will shit itself and you'll overload the electronic engagement motor and blow it up. Okay, so if you do this and it blows your motor up, don't come crying to me, because I told you that it would. As we said, my mate Rob, going on a camping trip next weekend. Bit stressing, we can't get all the right bits in a hurry. Even over here, the dismantlers have a little bit of trouble selling us the bits we need, the four-wheel drive computer and the bit of gearbox loom I use. So I'm going to do the dodgy and make something up, make it work. I'm in the middle of another job, so I'm in a mess. There's shit everywhere, but that's life. I searched around this morning. I've got the four-wheel drive. We've got this, we've got that one, we've got the four-wheel drive switch plug. Yep. I got a double pole, double throw, rocker, momentary on, off, momentary on. Yep. Got a little green LED. Is it LED? Yeah, it's LED. Little green bulb, good. Fuse, fuses are for pussies. Twin core, a 185mm squared, like it's like a 4mm. And, oh, that's a little one. That's the 4mm. This is like 3mm. That could be tiny. And the plug. Oi! And the plug that goes into there. I knew I had one somewhere. Oh! There's another four-wheel drive switch. And there's that plug that I wanted. And I'm going to get the numbers off and order some new ones. That's what I'm going to do.
Here's your longitudinal socket's broken, tell me.
Oh, my tube socket?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's been broken for ages.
Yeah.
It's a snap-on one. It's snapped off.
It's snapped off.
It's definitely snapped, man. She snapped.
Wondering why I wouldn't undo that bolt.
Nah, use a proper one. I'm cutting a couple of lengths of the twin core. So one for the motor, one for the four-wheel drive light. No safeties, no computer going in this one, though I recommend doing it that way. If you've got one and you want to buy my wiring instructions on how to wire it properly, it's not a whole lot of money. I can show you the proper way. This is the dodgy way. Right, so plugs. I'm going to stick some plugs on the loom. Basically, I'm going to stick the twin core into the two big wires here. The two big ones, those ones. And I'm going to put the four-wheel drive engagement switch on the loom, 1.5 meters long, up to the switch. Let's get that done, show you how to do the switch. Got my hands? Yeah, look at that. Wicked. Okay. So what I've done, I've got this rocker switch. So it's got the 6 terminals on the back, okay? Double throw, double pole. Double pole, double throw? One of those two. And I've put the 2 wires that go down to the big pins on the diff plug. So if you look on here, that's pin 1, pin 2 and 3. And then these two for the switch. One of them is going up to the light. We're just going to put it like this. Remember, this is a temporary one for the weekend, so I don't have to make it absolutely perfect. So I've got the earths, crimped the earth like that, good. And so I've crimped in the earth wire, yep, that goes down to this switch, the 4-wheel drive switch. And then I'm going to put that onto our engagement switch. So I put one at the top like that, and one at the bottom. It's inconvenient. There's a person trying to do farming while I'm trying to do wiring. Across to the here. Oh, that's bad, isn't it? It's just what I didn't need. I do this thousands of times, and then when I've got a video playing, I've got the camera working, that happens. That's better. Okay, and it's nice and tight. No, it isn't. It's in the wrong place. So we're going on the opposite. Got that? So on the angle, diagonal. And I've got my power wire. Okay, so my power wire goes on the other two. Goes there. And it goes there. Okay, so what that will do is when I push this, it'll do a power and an earth down there, and when I go the other way, it'll reverse it. It'll do a power and earth, but the opposite. We'll show you that. Helpful hints. Fuse holders need fuses. So this one goes on the earth. How strange putting the earth onto the earth. And then this one goes to the positive. Done. So they're going to hook that into the car. That'll just be earthed. That'll go to ignition source. Then we push the button. So I'm going to go on to that one first. Test light, switch. See, it's got a power to it. The other side it doesn't. So that's up. Up, nothing. Down, it's got power. If I swap this one, onto power. So now I'm checking for an earth. Here we go, earth. And the other one, there it is there. Cool. Let's test it on a transfer case, shall we? Yeah, let's find a transfer case. Before we use a proper transfer case, I've got my test actuator here, and I'll show you what you get wrong if you do this too long. Show you what you get wrong if you do it too long. Going? My oil bath leg, yeah, it's great. Ready? Works good. Okay. So don't do it too long because you will load it all up. I wonder what the amps do. What do the amps do, Jace? Amps test. So no amps. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. No amps. So it's about 7 to start. Maybe 3 to 5 when it's running. And then, 14 amps. That is why I use big wire. Okay? And that is why I'm putting a 15 amp fuse in. I wonder if I can blow a 10. 10 amp fuse going in. Can we blow it? Ha! That's what it does. See it, look. There we go. Live on camera, we rebroke it. It actually popped the guts out. Normally what it does is it strips the teeth off as well. Oh, it does that, locks it up. So I have showed you what not to do. Right, now I'll get a transfer case. I'll just unstick this. Don't use that, it'll break. Didn't blow the 10 amp fuse though. Fixed it. So that is how not to do it, okay? This setup, and this is what happens. That was unplanned. Didn't plan that, but it actually showed really well. Just all loads it up inside, locks up solid, it'll burn the motor out, stuffs things. I'm still going to show you how to do it, but remember, don't come crying to me if you blow your stuff up. So I have a transfer case. See the oil there? Yeah, with the oil also went down my leg and filled my shoe. Someone is punishing me for sharing this information. And I'm doing this because that is the four-wheel drive engagement switch. So this time we'll see the light come on. So this is nice and long. Plug it in. Plug it in here. All the way, got it. You can hear that went the wrong way. Oh, I forgot. I need a power supply to this. Okay, so let's test this on the box, on the transfer case. You can see it's actually already in four-wheel drive, so we're going to take it out. 1, 2, 3. Put it back in. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Jace is moving cars at the back. Let's see, are we in four-wheel drive? I'm turning that one. The other one is spinning. It's in four-wheel drive. Take it out. Come on. No, don't spin. Here we go. Two-wheel drive. Can I take it out just a little bit more? Nope. Back in. Four-wheel drive. 1, 2, 3. It's actually out. It's just spinning on a little bit of friction. There you go. Trying to share knowledge and shit that you shouldn't know, and he's moving cars around. I think he wants to go forward driving. We're not forward driving, we're moving cars. So again, don't do it this way. It's dumb, it wrecks stuff if you get it wrong. If you do follow what I've done and it stuffs up your motor, don't come crying to me, okay? Simple. But this one's for an emergency. It's for a mate. He's going to hit it for a couple of seconds. It's actually really good for those vehicles that hardly ever come out of four-wheel drive. They're pretty much dedicated off-road vehicles, and they might come out a couple of times a year, like that one. So the best thing you can do is buy my instructions on how to wire it properly with the four-wheel drive motor. Lots of guys are using these boxes with a solid front end. They don't need the ADD. They still want that four-wheel drive engagement because they've fitted the big R-series box. There are some G-series boxes with it as well, but generally they've fitted a big R-series box with the electronic engagement. Generally, the people I see have done it behind a 1UZ, but we're seeing it in other situations as well. Not bad. Oh, that's looking good. So I thought it was next weekend they were going forward driving.
This afternoon.
Yeah, so my mate's a little bit stressed, but he's put the vehicle on a hoist and I've turned up. I've been to the doctor, I've been to the dentist, I've had a service myself. Now, there's rules. If this blows your fucking transfer case up, don't come crying to me. Okay?
Yeah,
Do we understand?
take it on, bro.
Good. I'm doing the quick setup, you're doing the proper install. And I know how you're installing it. You're just going to go straight to the battery and you're putting an earth on it.
I know where there's more transfer cases.
So this one is turbocharged, and thanks to the power of the turbocharger, it tore third gear to pieces.
Yes.
Absolutely tore it to bits. Hey, who needs third gear? Don't go too high, I'm only a short bugger.
Enough?
Yep. I didn't come here to, you guys are installing it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Have you got a battery?
Yeah.
Or jump pack?
Yeah. Jump pack much?
Plugs?
Oh, you chuck them on?
Oh, your plugs are destroyed anyway.
That's your plug.
Have you got the other one?
Yep.
Oh, just don't worry. Well, wait. It's those two anyway. It's those two because this is going to be right next week. Okay, so it's those two there and it's those two there. If I just that one out of there. Got a pin popper? Or actually, some side cutters will do the job. I'll just destructively remove it. A little bit of destructive removal. So I made it so it's nice, so it just plugged in and everything.
And the plug's fucked.
And the plug's buggered. But we'll get you forward driving. So where's the forward drive trip?
Oh, no, Roma in
Oh, yeah, cool.
Koriora Forest.
Good stuff.
Apparently, I don't know much about it yet. I haven't had time to do any.
So it's the big two. We don't worry about these ones. These ones are null and void.
Yeah.
So it's the big two.
Oh, and you just reverse the polarity with the switch.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, sweet.
So that's going to go in there. You're going to put a bit of shrink wrap or something around there, and then some cable ties of some sort. This is going onto the four-wheel drive. Click. So you're going to make sure that those don't touch.
Yeah. You it's watching this, Mitch, because this is you. I'm going to go and pack. Jump under there with Calvin. Oh.
See here? So there's only two wires on this one.
Yeah.
If you wanted, we could pop the pins out and you could just cut it off and put like a Deutsch plug on.
Oh.
Even though I've put the nice plug on.
That'll work, won't it?
That'll work. There's a big terminal with an earth. Where's the earth terminal? There it is. I'm on the earth terminal.
It's not bloody making contact. That will.
Other one. Jump pack turned on.
Grab that old battery out of your ute. The jump pack sometimes needs voltage to start it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, my jump pack, the battery failed, eh? It totally shed itself.
Well, this one's good. Just it needs to feel some voltage to
Oh, yeah.
get
Got it.
on.
Roger. Hold that.
Making a noise.
Lights on. See the lights on now? See the front drive shafts now turning?
Four-wheel drive, bro.
And that'll be two-wheel drive. That'll stop the front one turning. Okay, it's about 2 seconds. 1, 2.
Yeah, don't shake around holding your button finger on it because you'll burn
Okay.
it out.
Yeah. Okay. Got it? It's that simple.
Cool. You'll only need to engage it a couple of times a day.
So it's, and to come
leave it
off,
in.
basically the light will go off in half a second up. 1, 2. That's out.
Mean.
Okay, you got it?
Yep.
You understand that if you burn your motor out, that you can't come crying to me?
It's all right, we've got another one out there.
And then next time we will teach you to do a proper one.
Yeah, because I want to do that. I told you we can trick it to be in 2-wheel drive low.
Correct. You
With
can
that
give it
switch,
two-wheel
other
drive.
switch.
Correct.
We'll do all that.
To do two-wheel drive low, you just don't put this one on.
Yeah.
So you have to push the button every time. You just don't put your four-wheel drive, your override button on. Okay. So if you literally, if you just I go through the shifter hole, but you're just going to give this power and an earth it. You're probably just going to run a wire through the firewall to the battery, because it won't have any current draw because there's a switch in it.
Yeah.
Ideally,
you
go to the ignition.
can run it direct to the
You
battery.
can just run it direct to the battery. There's a plug there. Just run it direct to the battery. You'll be fine. Earth that inside the cabin
Yeah, we'll find it.
and run that one direct to the battery.
Right.
And it doesn't matter which way round these go. What it'll just mean is that the way I had it,
The light was on when it was 4-wheel drive.
yeah,
and
the
off
light
when
will
it was
always be
2.
on. It's
Yeah.
just I've got this as on and off. Oh, you've disconnected, but yeah. So it'll just mean it'll work the opposite way. But the light will still come on 4-wheel drive if you get them around the wrong way. If these two are around the wrong way,
Yeah.
the light will still be on in 4-wheel drive. It'll just mean you'll push the button the other way.
Oh, because you've got a signal there. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool, man. So that light's driven off that wire. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's always driven off there.
Sweet.
I
Right,
did
we
it
can
the
make that
quickest,
work.
easiest, cheapest way we could do it. So you could go 4-wheel drive. Very good.
Calvin. We like cheap and we like easy even better.